morning, everybody.
Wait on. Now, start again. Now.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sue Hawkins, and I'm the celebrant for today. I'd like to welcome all the family and friends gathered here today on behalf of Susie Kelvin and little baby Riley Brown to Riley's naming ceremony. The purpose of today's ceremony is to celebrate Riley's name and for his parents and his chosen guardians to show their commitment and love for little Riley and to share their hopes and responsibilities for the future. On behalf of Susie and Kelvin, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the guardians they have chosen for Riley. Riley's paternal Uncle Tom Brown, his maternal Uncle Sam Morrissey, and his maternal Aunt Melanie Bussey. It's always such a joyous occasion to share the beginning of a new life. Today there will be a reading by Dad Kelvin, followed by Susie telling us why they have chosen, I think it's actually Dad is telling us why they have chosen Riley's name. Riley's aunt and uncles will then give a formal commitment to him in their roles as guardians. And then from there everyone is encouraged to get a hand glove, dip your hand in paint, put a handprint on the canvas at the back of the room, down the other end down there, which will be framed and dated for memory's sake. Susie and Kelvin have also requested that everyone here present please sign the record of naming certificate that Susie and Kelvin have prepared. If you have a young child here with you, please include their name on the certificate. After the ceremony, there will be a picnic at Balls Head Reserve to celebrate, of course with cake, food and present kids, so you don't have to sit still for terribly long. But first, Susie and Kelvin have asked me to say a few words for them, as Susie is recovering still from Riley's birth. Baby Riley has been longed for 10 years. Life does not deal equal cards to people, but in the 10 years of waiting for their son, they have had the great joy of being part of this loving, warm, extended family. And I did a rough head count before. There's about 55 of you here today, so it's lovely to have a lovely, big, extended family most of the time. Susie and Kelvin have decided to have guardians for baby Riley as opposed to godparents. They realise that becoming a guardian is a serious life commitment. So they are very grateful that Sam, Tom and Melanie have thought through their desire, appropriateness and willingness to act in the capacity as a guardian to baby Riley. Could I now ask that Susie, Kelvin, Riley, Sam, Tom and Melanie come up to the front of the room, and we will begin today's ceremony with a reading by Susie, who has chosen Wishes for a Child by Joanna Miller. It's always a beautiful poem, that one, isn't it? Thank you. And now can I ask both Susie and Kelvin to come forward, holding Riley, and Kelvin is going to name his child in front of all of you, his family and friends, and tell us why he and Susie have chosen the baby's name.
Your mum and I...
You might take the microphone.
Your mum and I just liked the name Riley, but we were thrilled to realise that the name Riley means warrior, and that you have been, let's hope this world treats you kindly now that you are here. We also named you Jacob after your great-grandfather, who also had red hair and green eyes, and we wish you a long, healthy and happy life.
Sam, in your role as guardian, would you like to tell Riley what you have planned for him?
Sam, hi little darling. Boy, we've waited for this day for a long time. I feel very happy to fulfill the role of one of your guardians. You don't know it yet, but your dad and I run a pretty accounting business. If God forbid everything were to happen to Mum and Dad, I would promise to make sure that the following directions your parents have already laid out for you. That I'll keep you financially fed and watered, that I give you sound and realistic financial advice. Apart from that, I'm your father. I am the father of 6 of your cousins, and both your mum and dad and I think that I do a great job with your Aunt Elsie in raising them. I would love to be part of your life and be a good along with you. And Your parents' lifestyle is very much the same as ours. So you are in for a fun ride.
Thank you, Sam. That sounds pretty good. Riley and Auntie Melanie. Auntie Melanie?
The cousins here today say I am their favourite auntie, and I hope that's not just because I give you good praise.
Presents.
Oh, presents, right, sorry. Okay. Hiya, Riley. You know that I had to have a good sit down and think when Mum and Dad asked me to be your guardian. Because unlike Uncle Sam, I don't have any children, and I love being an auntie, and I had to think, would I be good enough to look after you and guide you? I know that I'm a good listener. I know that I care a lot about people, and especially you. I do like to laugh a lot. I love to write. I love to understand people. So I decided, yes, I would be honoured to commit myself along with you, Mum and Dad, and other aunts and uncles to bring the best of me to you.
Melanie, maybe just pass the microphone to Uncle Tom.
Yeah, Uncle Tom.
Riley, I reckon Mum and Dad are taking a big risk with me. I like to climb mountains, swim, and I like to be an adventurer, and maybe that's why they've asked me. I'll make sure I'll take you on my travels, and we will see. I'll help you spread your horizons and be courageous.
Wow, what a lucky little boy. I wish I had people like that in my life when I was growing up. Parenthood is a pioneer's frontier. You can read all the books you like, but until you've had a baby, you don't know what it's all about. Not only, Riley, do you have a loving mum and dad, you have an extended family of aunts, cousins and friends who will be with you all along the way. So, little ones who are just dying to get to the cake and the hand painting, that brings us to the end of the naming ceremony. And I know the little people here are itching to get outside. On behalf of Susie and Kelvin, can I just remind the adults here to sign the registry, and for those who are so inclined to put their handprint on the canvas at the back of the room as a permanent memento of today, and go forward and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh no!
How long? How much did we miss?
I don't know, we'll just say.
Sign in required. Let's sign in.
Um,
You might have got it.